All right, let's hit this hot topic segment coming up here. Today's is a sponsored hot topic featuring Linus Chee of Netvrk. Very exciting new project. Linus brings over 10 years of design, art direction, software development, business and finance experience to Netvrk. Prior to his pursuits in art, he was a fund manager for a private entity, sharpening his skill set as a broker and leading to a deepened understanding of finance and market strategy. His financial experience, coupled with expert tutelage at the Gnomon School of VFX in Hollywood and Brainstorm School in California, he has been positioned as a thought leader in virtual reality and emerging markets, priming him and his team for bleeding edge developments in the Web3 space. Linus, welcome to Edge of NFT.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
What's up, man? It's been a minute since we saw you at the Outer Edge. It was great to have you in LA, sort of talking about all this exciting stuff happening in the world of Netvrk. And now here we are. We got these like avatars coming up, and we'll get into that story a little bit more. But we love to sort of just start with a little bit of background. This show has been all about sort of book creation, the future of entertainment and gaming, and the power of Web3. I know that's something you're so passionate about. Tell us about how Netvrk sort of began and how you guys got to this point.
Oh yeah, totally. So I met my partner, that's the co-founder of Netvrk as well, Michael Katzelli. So back when I stopped working in the finance field, and I started thinking, oh, what do I want to do, really want to do? I love movies, I love video games, I love entertainment, and I love art. So I always would have these video game concept art books, right? And it would just be a picture book for me, honestly. But I just have a whole collection of them just for my favorite games. So I thought maybe I'd jump back into what I did as a kid, which was, like drawing and painting and things like that. So I found Gnomon, the school in Hollywood, and they have basically this 1-year entry-level program. And went there early for my first day, basically just, signed up impulsively. And half an hour early, the first person I meet on campus was actually my partner of this project.
Oh, nice.
So he's he's a super charismatic guy. We instantly clicked. He started just, telling me his whole life story. That's the kind of guy he is. So we're just chatting for like half an hour and talking about, our love for like different games, different movies, and also and different art as well. Like we both have our favorite artists and things like that. So, we go through that whole program, right? And, you learn so much about design and art and content creation tools like game engines and 3D software. So that's where our experience, in this field really began. And before that, let me not take credit away from him, or he's been doing different projects for longer than that, actually. So he's a little older than me, and he's been more of that entrepreneurial type, and he loves technology, and he loved virtual reality, right? So he's been off trying to start his own projects left and right. And then we went to school together. After a year, he went off on again to start some sort of virtual reality project. I continued studying for the next 3 or 4 years and working in the industry. And then he messages me out of nowhere and he says, hey, I have this idea of Netvrk. Come to my house and let's talk about it. So I go over and he tells me the idea, and it was amazing. And this is way like years before metaverses and, Facebook changed their name to Meta, and, crypto and NFTs were really even popular at all. And Mike already had this whole idea in his head, which was amazing, actually.
And break that idea down for us. I mean, it seems like you guys have put in so much thought and time and passion into this project, but what exactly is Netvrk?
So our vision for Netvrk at a high level is a way to transform the way people and brands connect and express themselves with each other and in a digital world. So more specifically, me and Mike have all this experience with content creation tools. We develop them for virtual reality. We develop mobile games and tools for that. So our thoughts is look at all these 3D softwares, all these creation engines out there. They're so hard for people to use, right? Like you need to learn to code. Even platforms like Roblox, you need to learn how to code. You need to be a 3D modeler, right? We want to make a creation engine where anyone without any technical background could create like amazing virtual experiences and even games. So that's how it all started. And then with the coming of metaverses and things like that, you can see the real demand for people seeing that there's a huge opportunity of having this 3D digital presence, right? And if you see games, even nowadays, like even first-person shooter games, like people are in there just talking to each other and like emoting and connecting in like ways the game wasn't really designed for, right? Specifically.
Yeah, so it's a powerful vision, man. And like, we've talked a lot on the show about, no code solutions for making blockchain more scalable and buildable. I mean, developers are expensive and precious, and it's a lot of schooling and whatnot, education. But the idea from a creator perspective, from an end user, to be able to sort of create their own destiny in the metaverse is such a powerful concept that you guys have leaned into. Pretty cool.
Thanks. Yeah, and I honestly don't know, all these metaverse projects out there, how are you going to populate, a whole world, a whole universe, right? I feel it makes the most sense to make the tools so the community and users can populate that world, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, Netvrk, we are partnered with like studios of like 1,500 artists and things like that, but that's not what we want, right? We want to empower everyone else, to sort of realize their imagination, and not just on the art side, right? Like with Web3 and blockchain, there's so many things you could do for monetization, or like, are you guys familiar with projects like Second Life, where people?
Oh yeah, I mean that's where it all began, right?
Yeah, exactly. So people were doing like services for each other and charging each other different things and being really creative with, how they monetize whatever they did in that world. So with blockchain, you could literally do that, and it's perfect in my opinion.
So tell us a little bit more about what you guys are releasing here with so they've got the Netvrk alpha releases, and you've got this kind of social spaces and desert biome thing going. Can you tell us a little bit more about that stuff?
Yeah, the alpha release, right? So the alpha is the first chance to sort of experience our world, everything that our art team and design team has been building. We have a ton of landowners already that are excited and just waiting to build. So they get a little taste of that. They get a taste of our social systems that we've put in there. They could come in and voice chat, text chat, and drive around and, hit each other, just race and just have fun, basically. Yeah. And that's sort of the first step. With every experience we make, let's say there's this driving experience in the desert biome that we have, that will translate to our own creation engine in the future. So users themselves can create their own racing experience.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, and I guess like if you're gonna be in a dope metaverse, you have to have a dope avatar. And that's sort of going back to sort of the lore, the story behind Netvrk. We've got this Archetype avatar sale coming up. What are the details?
Yeah, so this avatar sale is highly inspired by Carl Jung. He has something like 12 archetypes that are used very frequently in things like entertainment and marketing. And we're starting with 3 of them. And we're starting with the hero, the ruler, and the jester. And they look amazing, and they're generative 3D avatars that are instantly playable in Unreal Engine 5. And I think we are the first metaverse project to ever do that, actually. So, yeah,
and Carl Jung, by the way, that's like he's like a hip hop phenomenon or something, right? It was Carl Jung again.
Is it?
No, just no, just kidding. It's funny because it sounds like it could be, but no, yeah, Carl Jung is like one of the godfathers of modern psychology theory, and a huge player. Work with who's the big one? I can't think of his name. The one.
Freud.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
They work together.
yeah.
But that's really cool. I love the foundation there, like the strong kind of historical foundation of all of this. It makes a lot of sense. Well, thanks for giving us like an overview of everything that's going on. It's really exciting. Clearly put a lot of deep thought into the structure behind it and how it fits into the larger ecosystem. So if people want to learn more about what's going on, where should they go online?
I guess mainly our website, netvrk.co. You can find our socials and everything else from there. Store.netvrk.co will go straight to the avatar sale page. And you can see mint dates and things like that, and those phases and how it's structured. Real quick, we're also having a giveaway with Travala.
Nice.
Travala adopted our token, so you can now purchase travel packages and fly around the world, stay in hotels and stuff. So we have $7,500 of trips, basically Travala credits. You could enter the raffle for free, but the more avatars you mint, the more raffle tickets you get. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. And
Ooh,
we're
nice.
doing a giveaway too to our listeners. So look for details on social soon. We're going to be giving away 3 of these beautiful avatars to our community as well. And appreciate your generosity there, Linus.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me here. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Linus. Appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you again soon.
All right. See you guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.